We're doing some fun nails today. We're creating this rose quartz design with dip powder. Now let me tell you, this was an adventure, so you can watch along through the ups and downs of doing these nails. I saw Chelsea, aka Sip and Dip, another amazing nail creator, do a tutorial on these, and I gotta try them. They're beautiful. I'm still rocking shorties from all the damage that I did doing house renovation projects, so we're going to do some prep, and then we're gonna put some tips on, and then we're gonna get into the rose quartz design. I'm gonna be doing this on my non-dominant hand because the best tip that I can give you for doing your non-dominant hand is to start with it. Why? Because that's when you have the most patience. And when we're working with our non-dominant hand, we need all the patience we can get. All right, let's get rid of those nasty, nasty cuticles. We're just gonna apply to all the nails. Get on there. I really need to get a spray bottle for this stuff. And then I'm gonna take my glass cuticle pusher, love this thing, and we're gonna gently push back all of the cuticles and get rid of all that icky nastiness from the nail, because we don't want that. If you leave any on the nail, you're gonna get lifting, you're gonna be in lift city, and we don't wanna be in lift city. That's not where we wanna be. And once we push everything back, we're gonna flip over to that pointy end, and we're just gonna clean out all the icky gunk. And once I'm done this, I'm gonna go wash my hands very, very well with some dish soap. And now that we got rid of all the nasties, we're gonna go in with a little orange buffer block and give the nails a very, very light buff. And to clean and dehydrate, I'm just gonna take some regular old acetone, add it to a lint-free wipe, and wipe it on the nail. We're adding tips. These ones are my favorite ones. Any products you guys wanna check out, I've shared them in the description below. So using the Young Nails brush on glue, we're gonna glue these bad boys on. If you'd like to see a step-by-step tutorial for anything that I'm doing during this manicure, I've shared my tutorial playlist in the description. Adding tips is so satisfying. It's like 1 second you have raggedy old nails, and then the next second you don't. And now we blend. When doing this with my non-dominant hand, you'll notice I'm just moving my thumb around rather than actually moving the e-file. I find this a lot easier. So the application process for these is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. We're actually going to go straight into the design. So to create this look, we're going to use a sheer pink dip powder, a white dip powder, and then a clear powder. We're also going to use a couple swatches to help us create the quartzy, beautiful little rock cut line. Make sure you have some of these on hand too. We're going to take our base liquid, we're going to apply that to the entire nail. And then we're going to scoop a tiny bit of that white powder, and we're going to just drop it in little lines. Ooh, whoops, okay. Ooh, okay. That didn't go as planned on the first one. Let's see if we can do a little neater of a job. Yeah, no, we messed that up. Okay, we're starting over. I just activated my nail. We're gonna buff off that little white mess that we made, and we're gonna retry. I probably should have practiced beforehand, but I like to just dive into things and see how it works out. Sometimes it goes well for me, and other times, as you can see, maybe not so much. Ooh, okay, I think we're ready to go. So what I think I did wrong is I should have just done maybe a little like tappy of the swatch rather than like a dump method. Let's see how this goes. Round 2. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna apply base coat to the entire nail. Okay, so we're just gonna do taps. Okay, well that's better. Yeah, I think that's good. And now that we've got that, we're actually just going to pile on some sheer pink. Let's try again. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Ooh, this is getting crazy again. I think I'm just gonna roll with it and see what happens. And we're gonna give a light little taps. So we're gonna scoop it, we're gonna dump it. Oh boy. This is not going as well as I would like it to, but I'm just hoping it's one of those trust the process kind of moments. We're gonna roll with it, and we're just gonna see what happens. So I'm just trying to place the white kind of where I roughly put it before as well as I can. Scoop it, dump it. All right, we got more stickage this time. That's good. Where's my toothpick? Can't work my magic without my toothpick. Okay, I got a toothpick. Okay, this is looking like it's in better shape. So maybe this is all gonna turn out. Again, just adding the white kind of roughly where I did before. I say roughly because I have like very little control over where this white actually wants to go. Scoop it, dump it. Oh my god, drop my toothpick again. Toothpick wants to live its own life. I'm actually feeling a little good about this trust the process moment. Like these second tips are looking okay. I don't know what to expect. Oh my god, the toothpick. I need you at a time like this. You can just stop that. Let's brush these off, see what they look like. Okay. They look a little crazy. We're not in the worst shape. I think to tone down the white, what I'm gonna do is actually just a full layer of Erica and then encapsulate and clear. Stay. I can get into that. Is it perfect? No. Do we care? A little, but this was our first time. We're working with a non-dominant hand, so we're just gonna roll with it. So now we're gonna encapsulate these babies in clear powder. I feel like the mistakes kind of work. It's like, what does the perfect rose quartz even look like? I don't know. So we're just gonna say it looks like this. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I can live with that. We're gonna activate, and then we're going to buff them on out. So I'm actually gonna use my e-file to get that bulk around the cuticle because it is a little bit easier. But if you don't have one of these, you can just use a curve file and that will do great. It just takes a little bit longer. Whenever I'm doing anything with my e-file or even my hand file, I find it so much easier if I'm like right here. So I feel like I can really see and really get in there. There you go. Yeah, but we're blended now, baby. Now that I'm done with the e-file, I'm gonna go around and I'm actually just gonna sharpen up the shapes I do all all of my shaping after I put my tips on. So everything is pretty much good to go. These actually aren't half bad. I think I could have rolled with that first mistake. I don't think it was actually as treacherous as I thought. We are almost done. We're doing it. Let's get our second coat of activator on. Then we're gonna take a lint-free wipe, or you can use a paper towel, whatever you got on hand, and we're just going to wipe off the excess. This is so important to make sure that you don't contaminate your top coat. Then I'm gonna take my shiny top coat, and on the first layer, we're gonna apply 3 quick strokes. So the idea here is to avoid too much contact time with your nail because we don't wanna contaminate our top coat. Oh, I got a rogue orange buffer block getting all stuck up in me. We're gonna go in with a precise second layer of top coat, and also making sure that we run the brush lightly along the edges to cap everything so that we don't get any nasty chips. I'm like really pleased with myself on this one. I was truly gonna give up, and I'm so glad that I didn't. And that's it, we're done. Whew, okay. Did it. All things considered, I'm very pleased with how that turned out because I thought this was going to be a disaster. I thought I was going to have to come up with a whole new nail inspo look, but luckily we pulled it off. So, point of this video, trust the process. Don't be afraid to try something new because this, I think, turned out pretty fabulously. I am very happy with that. Now, could it be better? Of course it could be better. This was just our first go. We got to give ourselves a little bit of grace while we learn, you know what I mean? And before you go, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss any of these fun nail inspo videos, any tutorials, or like any other fun DIY nail stuff that we've got for you.